Alright, here we have the 2018 Gulf Breeze Ultralight 28 dBs. This is a video walkthrough. Up front you have your front tongue jack. You have a light if you're hooking up when it's dark. You have extend and retract, so that'll bring the front of it up and down. You have your chains, your 7-way for your lights and brakes, and your breakaway cable. That's like an emergency brake, so if for some reason your trailer were to come off and your chains failed, this would pull out and it'd just lock up your brakes. Your propane tanks up front. You got your regulator right there, your tanks to turn them on and off. There's a little black lever right there that tells you what tank it's drawing from. 12-volt battery right there, that'll run your lights, your water pump, heater, your gas appliances. Moving down is the front storage compartment. These have magnets to hold up the doors. Decent sized pass-through storage up here. You have a crank on the other side, that is for your stabilizer jacks. You have one on each 4 corner. Get your camper level first, put blocks under the tires. Then once you get it leveled, crank those down until they hit the ground, and then 1/2 to 3/4 of a turn, just to put that little pressure on them. You don't want to try and lift up the camper, it'll bend the jacks. Moving down, you have your slide. Then you have your water hookup. So you have your city water right here. That's just hooking a hose directly to it, and then you have water right to your faucets. Next to that you have a little spray port, so you can hook a hose up there and rinse stuff out. That's only cold water. Then here you have a black tank flush, so when you're emptying your tanks you can hook a hose up here and it'll flush out your black tank, which is your toilet water. When you use that, make sure the valve is open so water doesn't fill up and you don't get carried away and doesn't make a mess inside. Then you have cable hookups here, and just below that is the sewer outlet. So that cap just screws off. The left one is a gray tank and it's color coded. So gray tank is your sink shower, black tank's your toilet. Usually you pull the black tank first, let that drain out. Once it's empty, close it up, then pull your gray tank to clean out the pipe so it don't leave a mess behind. Down a little bit, you have some low point drains, so those you pull the plugs and it'll drain all the water out of the lines. Spare tire on the back, your cable or your power cord right here. That just opens up. To pull your cord out, you just pull it out, and then it just shoves back in to store it. That's a 30 amp service. So when you're out camping, make sure you have the 30 amp plug. If you're at home, you can hook up to an adapter, plug into a regular outlet. You can run your fridge, get your battery charged. You can run everything besides the air conditioner that requires that 30 amp hookup. If you try and hook up to your house and run the AC, it'll burn up your cord, so just don't do that. Next to it is your water heater, so that tab just opens up and twists and cover opens up. This is gas and electric. So for the electric, the switch is out here, so you have your on and off switch right here. And for the gas, that is inside the switches, and that lights all by itself. You have your pressure release valve here, so when you're getting ready to winterize it, turn the valves on the back of it to bypass the tank, open the valve to release the pressure. Then you can pull your plug out right there. That's also an anti-rod, so the calcium will eat at that instead of the tank. Up there, it's wired, pre-wired for a backup camera, so if you want to get one, that's an option. Moving to the other side, right here you have your outside kitchen. So you just have these thumb locks. You twist and it unlocks. And then this has a little baggage clip right here, so that opens and holds your door. So you have a sink with decent sized counter space. Little lock right here to keep it closed. You just twist that and pull up, then it slides out. Then you have your sink and surface right here. And close it. All right, here you have a little switch for some mood lights, we call them. Then an outlet right there. Plug in a coffee maker outside or whatever. Then you have a mini fridge here to keep your drinks in, so you don't have to keep going inside for them. Okay, moving down. Right here, this is the exhaust for the furnace. So when you're using that, make sure nothing's in the way of it or you don't touch it while it's on, because that will get pretty hot. This little door right here, that's the back of the fridge. It's just where we service it. It's where the pilot and the plug-in is for it. Then you have your freshwater fill right here. So that's your onboard water. So if you're going to a state park or dry camping, you can have water on board with you. Or if you're traveling far and you might want to stop and you don't want to go inside somewhere, you'll have water on board. You have cable hookups right here. So if you got a TV mount there, so if you want to bring your TV outside, you can hook it up here with some outlets right there. Right there, that is the vent for the stovetop fan. That just pops open when you're using it. And then when you're traveling, just make sure that's snapped closed so no water or debris gets in there. Moving down further, up front, the other side of the storage compartment. And you have a light switch right here. You got some LEDs inside. Lights it up pretty good. And this is pre-wired for solar charging. So if you're dry camping or if you're going out in the woods somewhere or somewhere where there's no hookups, you can get a solar panel. Look for a Zamp solar panel. That's what it's pre-wired for. It's just like a trickle charger to keep your battery charged so that you'll have lights and you'll be able to use your water pump and your gas appliances. Your steps, they just kind of fold up and fold out. So it's just kind of like a tri-fold. And to open them, you just pull this right here. And then that step just folds down. Your grab handle right here to close it, you just push up and twist it. You can twist it either way, it doesn't matter, whatever you prefer. Just make sure it's closed while you're traveling. Then open it, and it's just like that. So that's everything outside. We'll move inside now.